Mugger, ¿tienes alguna noticia para Scrogall?
Mugger, information, Scrogall.
Mugger, gibt's was Neues für Scrogall?
Mugger, nur nichts für Scrogall.
Mugger, no Janus for Scrogall.
Mugger, any news for Scrogall?
Mugger, heb je iets te vertellen voor Scrogall? Mugger, genoeg voor Scrogall.
Mugger, tutte le notizie per Scrogall.
Mugger, jakie sprawy pro Scrogall? Hello and welcome to Scrogall TV's second programme from our studios here in Coolleen. Firstly, we'd like to thank the hundreds of you who logged onto our website to view the inaugural broadcast of this fledgling station. We would also like to thank the many of you for your messages of support and encouragement and for the feedback, both positive and negative, we received about the broadcast itself. Tonight we have a varied programme for you, including an item of a relatively new sport organisation based in Dingle, our regular landmark slot, a new slot where we interview a local celebrity, and other items covering recent events and ongoing stories from the Peninsula. Kerry as a county is renowned for its sporting prowess, especially in the field of Gaelic games, and Dheargáin itself has produced some legendary sporting heroes. However, there are many other sporting organisations that are also very active on the Peninsula, and one of those is the relatively newly formed cricket team, the Dingle Dingoes. Aidan O'Shea from Scrogall went to find out a little bit more about this.
Since Ireland's historic defeat of the English in the Cricket World Cup, there's been a massive interest in the sport. Scrogall TV went along to the town of Dingle, where a group have started their own team, known as the Dingle Dingoes. I'm joined here by Mark Munday, founder of the club. Mark, could you tell us when you thought of starting the club?
In March of 2007 we had the World Cup. There was a memorable match on St Patrick's Day actually when Ireland played Pakistan and Ireland won. I sort of did mention to Glenn about starting a cricket club maybe in Dingle, and we got about 8 or 9 blokes together and Tralee had a few guys ready to play us. And we sort of formed a club. Stretch, Glenn and myself sort of came up with the idea. And the name was pretty simple, Dingle and Dingoes. It's an Australian native dog, a wild animal. So I don't know, we're not that wild, but that's where the name came from anyway, so it all rhymed and stuff. Quite an amazing year actually, like starting up the club, playing Tralee, beating them in the final of the 2020 league, playing 2 clubs from England, and that was it, that was the start of it.
It's kind of hard getting players. We've struggled for numbers. We get over 11. We need 11. We have people coming in and out. Sometimes they can't play each week, but we've got a core group here most years. Live in the Peninsula, and then we're always on the ear out for an Australian or a South African, Kiwi, for instance, to come into town. And generally they know how to play cricket, so we get them in and you have them for a season and they go again. We really need some Irish guys playing, to be honest with you. Any sort of, that's what it's all about. We're playing in Ireland and we want to grow the game. So, but yeah, we've been in the final all years we've played. We've won it 3 times, but we lost it last year, unfortunately. But hopefully we get it back this year.
Tell me, Ben, how hard is it to train in the town park?
Well, I mean, to be fair, the park's been really good to us over the years. We've been training here from the very beginning, and it does have its difficulties. Every time you hit a ball big, it means the lads have to go and fish it out of a hedge somewhere. People getting nettles. We've lost so many balls on the place; it's unbelievable. We'd love to get out of it at some point. And last March, when Ireland beat England in the World Cup, I wrote a little piece for the Dingle newsletter, the West Coast Live, and got some great feedback from it, including Ricky Kane, who owns the fish factory here. He came to talk to us and said he may have a piece of land. But it's going to take a lot of work to to turn it into a cricket field, but also it's going to take a lot of money as well. An actual cricket pitch, we looked into having those fitted, and an artificial one is about £6,000 at the very least. So we're basically, the next step is to find funding, because we have to get insurance for it, and we've done funding over the years. The most successful thing has been the Dingo barbecue as part of the food festival. We do a kangaroo barbecue at the end of the year, and it's been fantastic to us. Every year it's raised, you know, sort of about 500 quid for the club, which has been paying for all the balls that we've been losing into the hedges. So now, if we can just get ourselves this piece of land and get it up to standard, and actually be able to train properly and be able to train kids and get the next generation of dingo players playing, that's going to keep the club in the town for the future.
Well, here I am. The lads have kind of coaxed me into having a go. How hard can it be? Yes!
I say I don't like cricket. Oh no, I love it.
I must admit, it was a lot harder than I thought, but it was good fun. This is Aidan O'Shea for Scrogall TV in Dingle, signing off.
We wish them luck in their endeavours developing the game of cricket on the peninsula. Now, with the schools closed for the summer holidays and the holiday season getting into full swing, there will be festivals almost every weekend in towns and villages around the county. One of the bigger festivals held every year in August is one which has been running since 1959. It is, of course, the Rose of Tralee Festival. Roses from Ireland and around the world have already been selected, and this year's Kerry Rose has a strong connection with Dheargáin. Eva is over in the other studio with the now Kerry Rose, Síle Dheargáin. Eva.
Sí féile idirnáisiúnta Rose Tralee an éile is cáiliúla sa féilire sosiálta in Éirinn. Imlíana, beag beirt as Dheargáin ar an stáide. Fear na Gaeltachta dáthaí sé, ag chur na ceistena, agus Rose Kerry Síle ní Dheargáin ó Lisbol á Raggart. Anis, bhí go míid tír ar an níthe sin a raníoch Síle mar Rose.
At the end of August, in the Dome, I first find one myself. Kerry Rose 2011. Síle ní Dheargáin from Lisbon, sponsored by Economy Bar and Dingle. To the view.
Anis tá an chalín álinn I hain Síle an seo studiolum chun caintlum marall ar a héag starúil. So fórta Síle agus grumíle mágad as og taxteach is caintlum anmh. Ar dúis is tócha chun caint marall ar an próséis chun choristeach ar an comórtas. Tá tú ortha ag McCarthy's Bar an seo sa Dheargáin?
Well, nuair fuair an firm dúirt sé go chaithme €250 áil ó sponsor. So bhí sa gobar McCarthy's a feadh cúpla bliain a rithean táirg agus rithean nullag. Agus bhí an caidre gom léit tam agus á sé fear aní asa. So curs cléchar agus curs ceistir. Agus sin rud dúirt sé nach sure we'll think about it later. So sin rinne slí a hardach sé agus bhí sé anamh. Fiú bhain tréis an ciad aglah chuir mé léchar chun rá bhí tréis praseach a dhéanamh agus. Dúirt sé, ná bach leis just tóg brasach agus duine níos fear an cuabar le, so bhí sé anamh mar sponsor.
Gúnta gur fad. Agus tócha gúil sé fíor le rá gach bliain bín chalín yoga timplan down ag fearra ar an comórta seo agus asúil go méid Pórtagáin ó Réigean. Ach an chuid is mó is bringlóide ach duite seo Síle be tú Pórtagáin na mbliana. Cos a bhrahan tú faoi sin?
Well, tá sé just brilliant chun bheith fíor. I suppose ní sé fiú bháin réalaíocha gom fós. Tá sé cosú le sort bringlóide ag mé hain. Bhí sa chuoine bhar le blianta chun choristeachar ach go dtí mbliana neamh an sort misneacha gom choristeachar. Agus tám an hásca go chumach agus seo méisteach an firm sin. Na méid rud í deasfuil díocht tréis déanta gom tuis gom bhua seo a sé brilliant. So.
Dílas múntaralínaú ag gúnta an chlár, cadúir a gáil díleat nar chuúldar go raibh Rose mar búntúracha.
Well lethe chun ar einsim chur mar is buchtíiad agus ar einsim a gúna 9 rud mar sincha ach na chalíní sin na ceistan ar fad ná cinúir gúna, cinúir stíl gruige sin eile an dá is rud a tochtaí dóibh san bhí si rálim go chaha mé bán dearú a chahabh agus níor bhéon rá go faoi so bhí si an sásta meallir.
Agúnta go fad. Agus tá gom ghfuil an simagat i rábhíocht agus le déanaí bhí dalta chaúlagat agus bhí ag múna rábhíochta an Darnálí Bernard Dunn. An féad leat an scéir sin íte dún?
Well, bhí Bernard a dul timppla gachéin ine denmh sport ghfuil sort tradiisiúnta de éireann. So chur si artaí le chum chun rud a dhéanamh faoi rábhíocht agus dúirme sé dhéanú radidir, so tháina sé síos chun club a bhfuil gom in Clarecastle in inis an Fergus a chléimar an club. Agus tas nómar just pí beag a denmh bertah gunna i bád just so goach taí aga airs agus san bhí rás agan agus nadidir faoin rás san is bhí suirt timpistú againe an bhaid an céad bhaid níor sé óhasta is duine an competitive é so bhí sé ancóngur chun rás ach bú mé an deire.
Gur fad. Bhí mar caiint an son méallar do galtaí agus an fáiltear chuir sunród a chu méallar muointe na háte cinúir fáiltear chuir sunród nuair chuúla siad an scéalúntaach se.
Ní bháin an fáilte fu mé ó chuir go gine ach muinte le spóil bhí sé just brilliant. Thom bhhar chusúla sa le ceart timppla na háte na méid daoine cuasan na rudaí bhfuil le teach seachan teach le cártaí agus bláhanna dom sé just brilliant ar fad as tám an hásta gola min nán an lispóla chur an mappa is bós rilí so sé go mar sin.
Gúnta gur fád Síle. Agus mar Rose Ciríis is tócar ghfuil skedal an gnóg got cinúir rudaí atá tú seachas aglah éigen a cinúir rudaí atá le déanamh got ar déanta got.
Tá fuiilech le rudaí a sé brilliant am anganúch agus níim se chun gorána dhéana foioi. Gachéidir seachtainna nach mór tá beidir choil níos fearr fiochaach beidir a rásna le stúhil nó istí sa Ross na Madrid Charlie. Thúpla aglah agsúla denta gom le pápéir agus rudaí hí sé radio na Gaeltachta agus radio Kerry. So rudaí even nach chance go mé anmh gan bheith mar Rose Kerry. Rudí eile bhfuil denta gom ná dulaisteach go siúpa lab ó him agus siús is sa dagan agus bhí siad a tuairt éadaí agus brogad am so an buchasta san ar fad.
Agus tá cóta áil an ort.
Is sin ó lab ó him inis tá sé an restin.
Gúnta gur fad. Agus ar deire Síle is tócha an ceist is tábhachtaí. Éon smuointí a go fós fin gúna bhfuil tú an cabh ar an ihe mór a míúsa.
Bhí a chuoineh meallir agus bhí a cahabh gurm ag an actual ihránna so níim se chun an dachéanana chahabh ach níl clúd a leide gom cén stíl na da. So siúpa Jasmine a Charlie há si tun denmh orú ar an gúna den ihe. So péad a fechann si tunnaach an bhéidir bheith chance gom éránú so leis se go.
Tá tú fiocha go hálann agus gur míle mágad as ag búlaisteachún inmh agus go éirí an tálaat i mí lusa. Bín í Síle ní Dheargáin Rose Cirí 2011 agus gan dair Rose Curcagine. I bhocail dáíor sé ó ní seo blian na Ciríag? Sin éon ceist. Ar sin é ó aglah na méasa le Rose Cirí béimiid thnáis a mí seún. Nis raimid thnáis go dtí an studio.
Thanks, Eva. Following a public meeting last November where the possibility of providing a community TV service was discussed, and after 6 months of voluntary work, Scrogall TV made some news of its own last month with its inaugural half-hour broadcast hosted on its dedicated website. To a fanfare of drummers, musicians and even a belly dancer, the station was formally launched in the meeting room of the Marina here in Dingle. Needless to say, Scrogall cameras were on location to record the event.
about 6 months ago, just to see what interest there was in a Lehedstarud in this kind of enterprise, which is community TV. We feel that the newspapers, the radio stations, they cover a lot of what happens locally quite well, but there's a niche to Dheargáin done telefish fubble. There's a place there for community TV to relate stories, local stories that don't make the main media outlets, and yet they're quite important to us ourselves, mar fubble as a community here. And Rudderwan, Hugus Fitzara, han near in our shield temple and showed there's that much happening around here that nobody can be at everything. And Shane, we come out to Scrogall with a school competition for primary schools to design the logo for the station. Agus Tasha the Feshkin there, Fud and Tay there, you can see them all around and outside. It was a very difficult decision to pick one winner, and we spent a lot of time looking at them. So, Kermit Trasna Gidi Paddy, Aisha, Agus Kone Hola Gahifagil. So, Paddy.
There's a little girl from Kilmacader School, and her name is Aileen Witt. So congratulations, Aileen.
Of TV. Quiet on set. Everybody ready? Ready to go live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're here at the launch of Scrogall TV, and I'm here with Taifa. So Taifa, what was your opinion of it?
Yeah, really good, really good. It was brilliant having stuff like this around Dingle and everything, getting communities together and everything.
Good.
So.
And are you going to get involved with us now?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
And how's your opinion changed? What do you think of Scrogall TV?
Oh well, I didn't know much about it until today, so it's really interesting finding what we've got going on and everything. So it's good fun, and yeah, getting loads of musicians together and opportunities for people to come and.
Bhí sé go úntach, bhí sé deas just daoine mí hana go eiscint ar an scáilán, agus néimeachtaí go léir nar a seansa gomsa bheith láthair ortha. Agus is táchtach don cóphobal agus don ballet.
Agus bhí chlór das an tí dahar agus bhí an deasna go captain consortium.
Bhí sé deas sort of an ómós sin nó an clíne sin bheith ag gcearr agus
Okay, well gur má go dos talk to us agus doesn't move to Scrogall Reach
agus gur má gaibh seach as an rud se dhéanamh sradúntacha.
Tá Páirte Road. Peter Fanon atá councilman sa Oscail Scrogall TV. Joan, what was your opinion of the community-based TV Scrogall?
Well, it's very nice. It's very nice to have information given about the local community and to inform the local community about what's happening.
Maz, now that you've seen Scrogall TV, what's your opinion?
I think it's excellent. I think it's a great idea, and I hope the whole community comes in and rolls behind it, because it will give news to all of us here in West Kerry and to everyone in the world, and just support it, everyone. Anyone that has a story, a song to sing, or anything that will contribute, it would be great to keep in touch.
Good on you, Maz. Well, we hope everyone has the same opinion. Thanks for talking to us, Maz.
Naira live Cogardicus. Okay? Slán
That's Maz at the launch of Scrogall TV.
There has been a rise in popularity of extreme sports and endurance events in Ireland. This has opened up an untapped and welcome source of revenue for the hard-pressed tourist industry. Corca Greena, with its rugged terrain and spectacular landscapes, along with its proximity to the sea, offers a natural choice to hold such events. Now in its second year, the Dingle Adventure Race was held this month with a trying 48-kilometre race where participants covered the course in 4 sections: cycling, mountain hiking, running and kayaking. Scrogall went down to the finishing line and got the views and experiences of some of the participants and the event's organiser, Noel O'Leary.
The second Dingle Adventure Race took place on Saturday, June 11th. It covered 48 kilometres of Dingle's toughest terrain. This included a cycle up the highest mountain pass in Ireland, the Connor Pass, and also a hike up the second highest mountain in Ireland, Mount Brandon. Competitors competed on an individual basis and as part of a relay team, with Adrian Hennessy winning the individual race and Team Jelly Babies winning the relay team. We spoke to founder of the Dingle Adventure Race, Noel O'Leary, to find out what exactly is involved in organising such a challenging event and to find out how some of our locals fared. Well, hi Noel, thanks for taking time out to talk to us, and firstly congratulations on another successful Dingle Adventure Race.
Yeah, thanks Eva.
Firstly, to go into your background, you have an extensive background in adventure racing. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it would be more the outdoor activities anyway, and along the way I suppose I came across adventure racing just I suppose far, New Zealand and Scotland first, and it's a relatively new to Ireland, but yeah, I've got involved a good bit more in the last couple of years in it. Just because the popularity of it is just increasing so fast with it.
It is a relatively new concept in Ireland. Do you find you have to promote it more?
Sort of promoting it itself a good bit, because it's a bit like a triathlon, longer, but there's a lot of non-swimmers out there who don't want to train and learn to swim for triathlon, so adventure racing is sort of the next best thing for them to challenge themselves.
And going back to the Dingle Adventure Race itself and planning the route,
yeah.
What was involved in this?
Well, a few years ago there was another race that came through here. It was a World Series of the Tourist Adventure Race, which was a 5-day race, and they did, part of the route of the one that we do, and it never came back, so it wasn't back for 2 years. So I felt that the town maybe needed something like that on an annual basis instead of just a one-off once in 10 years. And stuck around Sunday and the weather was good. They probably stretched the legs on the bike or walking again.
How did our locals fare in it?
Good, yeah, some really well up there. I suppose Joanne Houlivan would have been up there in the ladies, and Lane and Raymond Griffin and from Lisbole, and a good few relay teams. They did it last year, a good few of them, and I suppose they'd be out to better their time. And I know some people took an hour off their time this year compared to last year, which is massive. If they did 5 hours last year, knocking 20% off their time in a year is super.
Good. And this is your second year organising the Dingle Adventure Race. What's the support from the local community been like?
Great. Good advertising. Plenty of papers throwing bits in a West Kerry Live, and sponsorship great. Sponsorship is really massive with it. Kerry Spring with it, and Oakley Salomon are big outdoor activity, equipment. They sponsor a lot of the prizes, Mountain Man Shop, and even Garvey's, just anyone was there to help, and there was loads of volunteers help. Plenty of good. Everyone said, happy out in that.
Good. Well, I know you do training courses as well, so you'd be the right man to ask.
Yeah.
For anyone that wants to participate in this course next year, what advice would you give them with regards training or preparing for this?
You couldn't go into it a week beforehand. You'd want to, to do the whole lot as an individual. You want to be reasonably close to good level of fitness. You want to be able to get out and run 16k, at a steady pace, and then you want to start a few weeks beforehand. You want to be biking maybe 25k and then running 10k after, just to get your legs the feeling of going from a bike ride into a run. Because most people can either do a run or do a cycle one day, but to do the two together and have other things, it's really mixing and matching them on a training session. Kayaking catches some people out because with the sea kayaks they're quite long. Difficult. We were very lucky the other day. It was like glass, but say if it was choppy or windy weather, then it might have had a few more swimmers. We had one swimmer out of 270 people on the kayak section. There was only a quarter of the relay teams.
Very good. Well, congratulations again, Noel, and thanks for taking time to talk to us.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks, Noel. Well, now it's time to focus on our competitors, where Brendan Hay was down on Saturday morning to talk to our competitors before they started the challenge.
We're social guys. Very respectable. Yeah, we'll go along, we'll be chatting away with them. Yeah.
Chatting along the room.
Yeah.
As they're behind us, like, yeah. Why aren't you getting involved in the race?
We are.
RTDs also play their part, with Fine Gael's Brendan Griffin participating in the race, and independent Michael Healy-Ray opening the race.
Great to be here today and such a fine morning in Dingle, and to see so many fine, fit, happy people getting ready for a tough day of adventure and of putting their mental and physical ability to the test. And I wish them all a very good look and a very good wish for a safety.
And are you not going to do it? Why haven't you been?
I know, I'm fit, but I'm not that fit.
Great fun.
I have the photographs to prove it. And the legs, and the shorts were right up. I was like, what? I mean, the wind's beating down. And I said, he'll have a kidney infection by the time he gets home tonight.
Is that really important to have people cheering you on? Does it help?
Hugely.
Especially local people. Yeah. You know, kind of, there were like 500 metres left, and you know, and you're like hang pavilion. It's brilliant.
Because you're kind of in a zone, and you don't really. I mean, I was trying to acknowledge as many people as possible and thank them, but some of the times you don't. But it really helps.
It was actually funny. We passed by Curtis and the guy out in the field, and one guy was just like, "You're all fucking mad."
Yep. We started in Dingle. We went cycling up to the top of the Connor Pass and down the other side, so there was 5 kilometres cycling, and then climbed Mount Brandon, and then we ran down the other side to Ballabrack, and then we ran over to Milltown. We did 2 kilometres kayaking, back to Milltown again, and then ran half a kilometre or something. It was like 800 metres. Yeah. It was brilliant.
So how do you think you're going to move about for the rest of the week?
Well, we're going to be done.
For me, anyway. I'm the geriatric. See me hobbling.
Maybe it's the right time to ask you if you had to do it again, would you do it? Like, definitely.
Yeah.
Next year.
Next year, yeah. You need a year to recover. Yeah.
It's lovely, very rewarding kind of a feeling. It's nice.
Well, that concludes this year's challenge. Congratulations once again to all the competitors who participated, and we hope to see you back here for next year's Dingle Adventure Race.
Our landmark piece this month, and as part of a continuing series, focuses on an event which has a long, if somewhat checkered history going back as far as the 50s. Racing on Béal Bán Beach, popular in the 50s and 60s, died out when there was a dispute about the appropriateness of holding the event on a Sunday. Revived briefly in the 70s, the meeting was not held again until 2002. Now an annual event, the races have been held continuously for the past 10 years. The following piece, without commentary, will hopefully give you a flavour of the event.
How Benji Road? How there from? And sorry, Charlie, there's a black dog out on the beach without a lead. We must get the owners to sort him out, please. I think that's serious.
4 5 is Come on, what's your opinion? Come on, lads, on the 10 4.
Take 5 to 2. Come on, lads.
Get their hard to figure out as they come to see. It's Scrogall from Danny Live, Scrogall from Danny Live. Will come Kerry and Danny Live against the connecting in Scrogall. And once again, thanks to all the Ballyferda committee for putting on a tremendous show here over the 2 days. And it's great to see that they're rewarded today with a big, big crowd. As we hand over to Kerry for the Béal Bán Derby 2011. The right side of the extreme side, that's the new 10th street, away they go. Away they go with the baseball down, you can join them in this push. The back passer in the early stage. Scrogall Abhainn back there as well, his love-boat captain. Their captain, they settle down and pass the winning coach over his way, the real deal. 3 points back into the bush. The next time being followed by close encounter. The loose horse, he's gone right into the parade ring. Be careful there, lads. Mr. Bush in the centre of Scrogall Abhainn on the near side. Mr. Bush from Scrogall Abhainn. Mr. Bush from Scrogall Abhainn. Will you put your hands together for Dingle Cois and Mr. Bush as the presentation is going to take place in a couple of moments.
If you look at camera, you're going to break it. I think
She got it, didn't she? That's the camera. That's the camera. Megan, face up. I never realised this.
The news that the Cois Abhainn Medical Centre is to close its doors at the end of this month came as a shock to the local community at large, and specifically to patients using the clinic. The background to its closure relates to the HSC's regulations regarding the awarding of contracts for medical card holders. Scrogall talked to some of the people directly affected by this decision.
I mí hána 2009, bhunaigh an Dr. Mícheál Fanán agus a bhean céile Noreen, Clinic Cois Abhainn an seo sa Dheargáin. I mí nullag, cailleach an Dr. Mícheál, agus bhí an clinic á reachtáil ag a bhac an Dr. Peadar ó Fanán. Anois, de bhar an córas a bhaineann leis na cártaí leighis an seo an éireann. Tá an clinic ag dúna I deireadh na míosta seo. Consolé rua all an scéal seo, leabharamar leis an iarcóir lór agus bail dúdarrás na gaiiteachta Brandá Galt.
Well, scéal stocha had a seanna a dí seo go éireach bunaíoch an Clinic Cois Abhainn stocha mar go raibh daoine I ggéadamh agus bhí 3,000 duine a hínig cápéis I ggéadamh ná hastaigh South Dheargáin agus has Mícheál lótha agus bunaíoch an Clinic Cois Abhainn agus bhí séirbhís a chur fáil don bobbal séirbhís aber bhí ceirúir a chuig sa lá ceachtain ar fad. As bhí eithnig go dtú in nachtúir go chód agus bhí áilsa go fút. Bhí me na naig Southdark ní raibh persanta be. Is córas é bhí a bheith mar hampla cosú leis sasan agus chamacha mar ní raibh sé gealú óhain, ní raibh sé nóimsteach óhain. Bhí sé chu seanaimsteach leis le réanna chluthe. Aber get fá gléach ar an éag bhechan gléach fá dí cedána agus banal te fil nu manán san a hokaró as I chill get a kinne an dukoch doctor goed no antrokoch agus an doctor go goed ní a lochter an doctor ní weg wel choramachige in neger kan féin agus an style wie goed o heel slaantje agus tá sé sin an a ví fersen am mar fé an fokkel soid agus tá sé tu tá sé fiskehédinge bud agus luchtaí ar an ggóras agus tá aige a chaúnta níos chomaigh an ggóras céanna. Tá an choras a bhí ann riimiis an Southdark agus rud a bhí ag Clinic Cois Abhainn. Sinné rud a bhí go leor daoine sa fóba go mór daoine éasta, mar bhechan an stair agus an tuiscint agus an tólas féin linne sin nó féin áthar ag an dochtúir go chuige. Agus Nuair a bhíon dá seán ag féimiú, stót bhí óhan daoine dul díon dá seán agus bhí go hen na sásta. Dre dáirh de bheith hasdó chuit cadúnas a bheith gut, agus níor bhfuir Pedar ó fannáid Mark bhí híl ní bhór sé sin an cadúnas, agus sé bhí a cadúnas ná go meach cadagut a déadáil le daoine gur cartaí leiise go. Mór an an cadúnas a gut níiad fá daoine le cartaí leis fiáildara. Mar sin ní bheith sin an leanúte réig, mar ní bheith mór óhanige agus tá dá bharsan tá fénig a bhóna agus méidir bóramachúir le fénig. Agus chomáile sin an cear ruile bhí gobrián bhí san díostathe chomá. Nís tá sé ráite ag an néidir sláinte agus dúirt sé tamilóhaine agus dúirt sé rís le déanaí an delifís gur sé gistige dí rialú dhéanamh. Nís dá neanna sé dí rialú san ní bheith gáil leis an gadúna so. Agus mar sin há sé bhar caiinar an mór an brí leis gadúnas má há taidir abtar rá gúir sé an dí rialú dhéanamh caiinar an tácht an bhór leis an rud. Bheith dín rádig tú get fá achar na haragus mar sin ní heí nó fadra bheith tar achar, ní heí nó bhainigin bheith tar achrain. Ach na bhainse agus daoine go léir bhí a hínig an cápéis, go láidir bhábhar gomach nábach saoteach annach go háirithe. Ní lean lochta gomsa réan leos an dochtúí hidnáhéir, mar bhí stocha gan héidir go réicnach le fihib déana se chob déana nuas. Ní ha go mí dul díon dochtú na heá. Achas cuma. Tá mátha choras má uit agus gúntú á éadh tá stólam go an pobl na déidir leis sin na gháil. Agus stólam go bééis sin an teachtracht a bhí go néide chomá agus é caiinte in televísin na hí denach.
Anis ní le clinic a bháin fócas a dagan. Chúmar go dtíon clinic chun leabhart leis na Dr. Rielle faoi seo ach ní raibh éine le fáil chun caintlinn. Learmar leis an Dr. Pedar ó fanán, Mac bhí híl agus nóín, chun caint mar na fís na fearrteirmeacha a bhí ag athair nuair a bhunaigh sé clinic Cois.
Well, sto go benúsach bu nachgachtúré agus an obair bhí siúlaige ná an dochtúracht na tástála dhéanamh agus an examination dhéanamh agus daoine heolaisteach in ospedéal más gá. Ach go benúsach ba fialsúnamh é freisin agus bhí sort fís daon agus lehanige. Fialsúnamh nó an fear sin Diogenes a bhí a gas a clinic. Agus bin an rud is táchtaí faoi mar ghaine agus mar chachtúrastócha agus sin an rud is táchtaí a dála míos uig. sé seo leannas réilí ná caithfar aithne a bheith ar an duine. Agus aithne dain ní ar an duine ach ar an dearchatáncha an cóphobal as a dagan siad, an áit as a dagan siad. Agus na sort rudí atá tastáil tú an credibh atá chu rudí mar sin. So aithne dain a bheith ar an othair aber nó an duine. Bhí sé sin anna hácht agus is tócha chuir sé sin leis an sort stance a thug sé leáach a gnáach. Níos tátaí ná sin ná an smaoineh sin gur chóir aithne anhá bheith a go ort ar an duine sin. Comáile sin is tócha an rud a bhí an táchtach dó ná an commas nó an potential don duine a thógant amach agus iad sppraga mar duine chun dul dro éigent gan chun níos mó a dhéanamh lo féin. So tá ancha dtíine timppla ag chuir sé isteach rudí áirithe chustadéir nó chuigisteach san alíon nó ar seoirt nó péad mar sin, mar sppraig sé iad chun an potential sin agus an misneach sin a thuirt dómh. Agus sin sto fi eile bhí aige an ról a bhí aige mar ghachtúir ní amháin na tástáil fulle. Agus lu an tríú páirt den fís an tríú rud mar hiige mé agus so martá gom freisin agus da míos uig ná tácht an cóphobal agus ládracht an cóphobal agus chur caithfar chur leis an cóphobal mar is rud borrad táchtach dó is tócha agus ina obair agus ina héal bhí sé sin táchtach dó. So chur sé bé mar alíonn ó muintre na háite agus cumáile beidir an féile rudí mar sin chun chur leis chun leis saoil an chomhphobal.
Tá ceart go agus dibrig dahar agus do bháthir le muinte Crogall a feag tru a bliana nús agus tú hain ar feag leabhlí an nó mar sin. Nach golig dúna an clinic ar na daoine seo a bhí a freastal ormh?
Stoch go méid tún Scrogall agus sléir go nach bhfuil gach chéana sásta faoi. Ach stocha nach rilí nach cúmsa an ceist sin ach beidir cartad ceiste gur muinte na háise faoi sin. Gan dat tá bro an earn nach féidir linn leúnt leis nobar ag an buinte seo. Mar bhí mar lán fórtach san obair seo agus bhí sé tácht dúna stoch taréis bás bhí híl bás miad an obair sin just bheitsáte isteach san obair sin. So cáirigh sé linn agus gan dat an phlean a bhí agin ná fannacht. Agus tásúla gom go gur nána sin íanamh.
Agus ar deire, beag an tarasláinte ag déirí lú an córas cartaí leis ag deire na bliana seo. Gapan tú go dú an eist?
Leúnmh dé. Tá an scéil seo na chasta an slígad na bróin an córas sláinte ar fád agus an córas seo atá i gceist leis an cartaí leis. Ach is léir go méid an córas ag athrú le cabhar an IMF nó sin an IMF atá an cur an brú ar an rialtas sin dhéanamh. So tá scéil seo léir an chasta ach má darlóch sé agus tásúlan go darlóch. Sin atá gceist agin is an daingin muid má bháthir agus mise agus an chláán ar fád agus seán ás go bhfuil ar táchaí agus go bhfuil bei sé tastáil bhí sé ag tásúlagan mar ag gobar an sa.
An is stocha gur bhí seo deir an bmhóthir de clinic seán. Is mi sé omhní thuúlahán de telefís Scrogall.
Well, as Eva said, that will be an ongoing story and we'll keep you posted on any developments regarding the clinic. Now that's it for this month's programme and we hope you enjoyed our selection of reports this evening. Don't forget, if you have an upcoming event in your area or have an idea for our landmark slot or are interested in working with us, please do get in touch. If not, we'll see you again at the end of the month. So until then, good day Shiv Sloan agus Ihe Vahagwiv.